Hey there, everyone. This is Mystic Fish, and welcome to episode 14 of our playthrough of Factorio Deathworld Marathon. First off, I want to say hi to all the folks that have discovered the series here and are starting to watch. Glad to have you along. I'm glad so many people are enjoying it, and I'm actually having a lot of fun making this series, so that seems to work out pretty well for us. Let's see. As we like to do, let's take stock of where we're at. So let's take the old evolution curve here. Okay, we're at 0.47, so we still have not gotten to big biters, which is good. Last episode, we got flamethrower turrets, which you can see we are handcrafting down here at the bottom. Some turrets for the moment. And that was a big milestone for us. We had said we wanted to get to flamethrower turrets before evolution got to 0.5. And that's because we are getting constantly attacked down here on the southern border. Looks like we're still holding up okay. But we're going to be wanting to install some flamethrowers down there because it's a super cheap and super effective defense that actually lasts pretty long. So we really want to try to do that if we can. Okay, what else? So just talking through the evolution factor, right? There's three contributions here, right? We've got the time component, the pollution component that we do from production, and spawner kills. And so far, what we've been trying to do is balance these things as we go. So we've taken a slightly slower approach of only going for 45 signs per minute. And that means that the time factor goes a little slower, right? Because it takes us longer to get through the research. Actually, that's a contribution of the marathon part of this too. But this is actually a smaller contribution. And so we've been focused more on controlling these two parts of the evolution so we could get to this point, right? This is the point where we are ahead of the biters on evolution, and so we can hopefully try to maintain that as we go. But we've been thinking about spending pollution, which we have to do to create the base and do our research, and trying to do that as cheaply as possible. So we've been investing in things that make pollution cheaper. And then also the smaller production of 45 signs per minute that you might see versus some speedrunners means that our pollution cloud, which we take a look at, let's turn the pollution back on just for a second, right? Our pollution cloud, it's still pretty big, but it expands more slowly. And so that means that we've had more time to deal with things as we go. And so that's really a big part of that. And then as a result, we've been trying to kill the spawners that are in our pollution cloud, except where we've got walls. And so keeping the cloud smaller means we don't spend as much evolution on killing spawners until we have to. So that's been the overall strategy. Let's take a look here. Actually, I realized last episode we did not take the base selfie, and how could we forget to do that? So here we go. If you remember last episode, what we did was we came over here, we got some oil. That was a big point for us, and then we came over here and cleared a ginormous biter base with flamethrower turrets. So let's talk about what we want to do today. We'll turn the pollution back on. So I have a couple of ideas. So one is we've got these big iron patches up here that we just cleared. And as we saw at the end of last episode, there's a small biter base here, which if we can clear, we got a nice choke point here that we can make a wall with flamethrower turrets and sort of secure ourselves up here. So that's definitely a near-term goal that we want to do. Second thing, let's take a look at this going on. Whoops, get the map view back. Where'd they go? Here they are. All right, so this is still working out okay over here. So the next thing that we want to think about is we are going to want to get to blue science. Let's see, let's take a look what's happening down here. Okay, we're going to have to definitely visit the south wall this episode. All right, we just got refined flammables. So let's talk research, which actually we'll do in a second. So the other things that we're looking ahead. So in order to get blue science, we're actually going to need more copper. That's actually one of the things that we're going to need access to. And so I think this stuff up here is the nearest copper that we have available. But there's some pretty large biter bases up here. Fortunately, there's some nice oil up here and maybe a choke point. So this is actually a super strategic area to go to next. I think we're going to need something a little more sort of heavy on the offensive side in order to clear this. The clearing with the flamethrower turrets was rough. And so for that, I think we're going to go, I think what we want are mines. And these are super cool. They're super cheap. And we're actually not far away. The explosives will also let us get to cliff explosives, which I don't think we need right now. Like the cliffs we're using as part of our defense. But more importantly, we do not need blue signs to get to mines. And I think the mines will help us push those bases. You can actually use them offensively. And so I think that's what we're going to do. So let's get going towards that. And then finally, the last thing that I want to look at is that we are using a lot, not all, but a lot of the original coal patch here. And so sometime soon, we're going to need to get a coal expansion, which I think is up here. And I think that's going to be sooner rather than later. So, all right, now what else we got? So first off, I want to say big hat tip to Dusan Caustic, one of the commenters, who noted that there were a few things that we could fix here. So one was the way that we're doing the buffers here. So I had left this gap here as a way to force all of the output here through the buffers. And if you remember, we originally had yellow inserters here because we didn't have fast inserters. But Dusan pointed out we could have just done that, and the buffers would have filled up as much as they could, but we wouldn't have limited the throughput of production for the stuff that we were using down here. So I'm not going to fix it up here because actually the blue inserters can keep up with what we're doing here, and actually we ended up switching the sides of the belt here, so I'm not going to mess with that right now. But I thought that was a good observation. Let's see, a couple other things that we saw here were so one, we're feeding our grenades right over here off the end of the coal here, and we're using 2 blue inserters, which is fine. We're making a balanced belt, but Dusan pointed out we're only feeding it with 1 blue inserter, and in fact, obviously the smelting is actually pulling some off, so there's no way that we need 2 inserters here. So I'm going to leave it because it's not necessarily broken, but I thought that was a cool observation. And the last thing that I wanted to fix, where's the car? Here's the car. Yes, car, fuel, ammo. So we have to come down here and visit it anyway. But I thought this was a really good catch. This is actually one of the interesting things with sort of recording a video and then waiting. I've been busy to record the next one, but so if you remember, we went and we upgraded all of these to electric powered yellow inserters. But the box we were using for feeding the ammo in, actually we left as a burner inserter, so we should probably go fix that. Let's put a couple more stacks. I'm gonna hold off on this. It seems like we are gonna need flamethrower turrets down here soon, but I think for right now we can hold that off. So I'm gonna pick this up to take it with me. I find it's a good idea to pick up your car because otherwise you like leave it around somewhere and it's like, where is my car? And it's just, I think it's funny you can pick up a car and take it with you. And so let's run on the belt. That's a little faster. We'll come down here. We'll do some repairs over here. And yeah, especially because this was close to getting broken through. So let's top up the old walls here. We will come down and get flamethrower turrets here soon, but I think we're going to need the turrets up top first that we just crafted. And actually, the other thing that I want to maybe do is automate the production of flamethrower turrets. So let's just get ourselves in a nice stable position here. We'll top this stuff up. Well, not top it up, but repair it. All right, is that everything? All right, that looks like it's everything. So where did we just get attacked? There was a point over here. Maybe it was here. Okay, so let's get a couple more. We can afford a few more turrets in here. Just to help us hold off until we get the flame turrets. Okay, so what are we gonna do next? All right, I think what we're gonna do, this is kind of a retrenching episode here, but I think what we're gonna do before we do any of that sort of running around outside the base stuff, oh, well, one thing we need to do is top up the ammo here. We spent a lot of time last episode sort of away from the base, so we gotta come in and make sure that we just sort of square things away from what happened while we were away. So we'll do that. I think what I want to do now, we've got the engine production here. I think what I want to do is actually fix this a little bit and get ready for blue science. But we can automate a few more. Let's pick you up. We can automate a few more engine production and then automate the flamethrower production, which I think definitely are going to want to do. So let's see how we're going to want to do that. We are going to need, let's see, 2 more engines and a flamethrower turret. All right, so that's all of our assemblers. All right, we can pick these up. All right, who's getting attacked? These folks here. That's fine. Oh, wait, is there a biter base right outside? Okay, we are definitely taking care of that right away. Is there something right here? I saw it on the map, but it looks like not. Okay. Weird. Okay. That was good. That was going to be very cheeky for them to expand right next to the base. Okay. So, how are we going to do this? I think we're going to put this stuff down here. Now, when we get to blue science, we're going to need 10 engines. So let's see. We're going to need more belts. Let's go get more belts. More belts. Thank you. Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to fix, is we can definitely spruce this stuff up with some fast inserters. Whoops. Pick you up. And actually, if I move this one, we should probably do that. All right. And yes, you're getting iron. Why aren't you going in? Oh no, you're full, that's why. Okay, that's okay. Oh, because we need to do this. All right. Now that should keep this stuff going as this is rolling along. Yep. Okay. We're full of inserters. Now we're doing belts. Okay, so that looks okay. So we squared that away. All right, now what did I say? We said we needed 10 engines. So we're going to make some pipes and gears up here, and we'll run them down here. And we'll set up our engines here. 1, 2. And we're going to need 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we only need, in order to keep and then we'll put 1 for the flamethrower turret, because it uses about the same stuff. So, flamethrower turret. Now, in order to keep this running at full speed, which we're going to want to be able to do, we're going to need 3 of the assemblers that making engines. We'll hold these off. We don't need those till we get blue science. But we will do this for right now. We'll extend these. Okay, so let's come up here. That means the pipes and so on, we're gonna wanna come down here. And it's gonna come off of here. And let's see, we've got our 2 assemblers. We're gonna go 1 on either. Whoops, I need to move it down like this. All right, you are gonna make gears. You are gonna make pipes. We are going to populate you with iron plates. You are going to dump those onto the belt like that. And we need power down here, so let's go do that. We'll run the power down the line here. And we can get both of those like that. And actually, let's see, let's be fancy. Woohoo, look at that, we powered all there. Okay, so now we got those coming in, which means, let's see, oh, we need some more red inserters. Looks like, what are we short on for those? Iron and copper. So let's go visit the buffers. Looks like we're short on iron plates. All right, so we definitely have some here in our buffers, especially this one, which is just really pulling a little extra off. So, yep. All right, now we can make some more inserters. Okay. Right, we'll put these in here. And actually, the flamethrower turrets take exactly the same set of stuff that you need for engines, plus engines. So that's nice. We're gonna do this. That means that we can put the engines out here, and you can go out here too, and you can go in here, and then we'll collect your stuff in a box, and we will also, we'll prioritize this out there for right now. I can move this back. I can move it back some more. All right, so we're gonna out priority left. So we're gonna let everything go downstream to science when we get there, but we will, I like having these inserters because it means we can prioritize either sending things downstream for science, or if we need to do, collect some because we are probably going to end up with trains at some point, or spare spare engines for cars, then we can do that. So let's collect, actually, until we get to trains, we're not going to need those. So one stack of flamethrower turrets. Okay, so I think this is what we want. All right, so let's get these going. Okay, let's just make sure this all works. You are getting your steel and gears. Engines are being produced. Are you getting pipes? You should be able to get pipes. Oh, it's the same inserter that's doing the gears. And so we got to wait for that. I don't want to leave until I see this stuff working. All right, the engines are all working, so that's good. Our engines coming in here. Engines are coming in here, and we're loading pipes. Okay, so this is going to work. Okay, great. That is going to be super useful. How many turrets do we have? We actually have a bunch. Okay, so I think it's time. I think what I want to do first is go secure that oil area up top. So we've got plenty of grenades. We got some walls. We probably need more walls. So let's get some of those. I'm going to grab some red ammo just in case we need it. We've got regular turrets. We've got grenades. It's not a very big base. So, okay, we're working towards explosives. So that's good. All right, let's go secure ourselves a northern perimeter. Let's see if we have time for that this episode. We may be able to push the base, and I guess while we're here, let's take a look. How are we doing here? Plenty of ammo still up here, so that's okay. We will end up coming and clearing that little base up there shortly, because when we go after the copper, we're going to need to clear that area. But for right now, looks like we're doing okay. Get out of the way, trees. All right. Come over here. And let's see, this is the base up here that we're going to want to clear. There's stuff down here, and we are going to want to get at it, but for right now, we want to clear this stuff. That's not a big base. There's not a lot of room to drive around and shoot at, so I think we got to clear this with, I think we can clear this with turrets. Especially with biters, because they are sorry, spitters, because they're not going to be like right on top of us. All right, let's get the, all right. We get enough in here for a beachhead. All right. Get a little closer. Hi, folks. Don't stand in this bit. Oh, come on. Really? And we'll clear a couple of those worms. We got one of them. All right, let's go back up. Oh, let's see. We do have a spare heavy armor in here, so we'll put that in. We died right behind those front turrets, so which I think are covered by the back ones. So we may be able to. I think we may not need too much stuff to go get our body. But I want to see if we did collect any extra engines. All right, we're producing the flamethrowers. Okay, good. We have enough in here to make a car if we get some steel and some iron. So we need that. We're going to need a little bit of coal for the car. We've got a little bit of yellow ammo. That's okay. What did we say we needed? We needed some iron. And we need some steel. And that lets us make a car. That'll be much faster for getting back up there. As you may note, combat is not necessarily my strong suit here. But that's okay, you know. It is Deathworld, and we're going to expect to die some along the way. But I'm feeling like we can do this if we pay a little more attention. All right, coming back up past the oil. Did any of our turrets survive is the question. Okay, good. The back turrets did survive. All right, where is the body? There it is. Can I get the body? Come on, got it. All right, now I can heal myself up. Let's see. I don't want to carry this stuff. Okay, now I'll try it again. So 3 go in here. Fill those up. We'll do this a little more slowly here in a measured pace. All right, we did clear some stuff. And we don't need as much on this back line here, so all right, let's creep in a little bit more. Okay, let's see if we can do this little dance here. All right, that's helpful. All right, come on. All right, I need more turrets. And we'll definitely be able to finish this one now. All right, great. We will pick these up. And I think we don't have enough time to make the wall this episode, but we'll be able to do that next episode. I'm trying to keep these around 30 minutes each, but let's see. Next episode, that means that we'll be able to draw ourselves a wall probably like right along here. And we'll get flamethrower turrets and regular turrets to defend that. And that's what we'll do next episode. So that's where we are. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye.